Hello and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm hoping that these videos will be helpful to salon owners, managers or anyone in leadership positions. I'm Polly Rose and in this video I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and why I love the subject of leadership. I will also give you 3 tips that you can do right now that will have a positive effect on the lives of those you lead and in turn your business. I accidentally fell into the hairdressing industry over 35 years ago. It was an industry I loved from day one and an industry that I'm still very proud to be a part of. However, all those years ago, I was struck by the hard-hearted and often unsympathetic practices of many salon owners and managers. And because of this behaviour, staff turnover was high and salon leaders lived with the threat of people leaving. And so I found the behaviour of salon owners and managers confusing. When I was 20, my boyfriend bought his first salon and we were thrown into salon ownership and people management. It was not in either of our natures to be anything other than kind and to encourage. But on occasions we did doubt our leadership style. We were in the minority and were often told by other salon owners, you're too soft, you need to get tougher. But we could see that their ruthless behaviour towards their staff didn't work, and it was easy to see why. And another aspect of salon owners' behaviour that we failed to comprehend was the dislike and the contempt that they held for other salon owners, particularly in their own neighbourhood. They saw them as a threat and treated them so. And to us this seemed bizarre because being openly disrespectful to other salons didn't reflect badly on the other salon, but on them. And their behaviour was doing far more harm to their own business. So we continued in the way that felt right to us. And we have had to make some tough team decisions. And to do this, we had to grow a backbone that we should have grown far earlier and which would have demonstrated to our team that our kindness was not to be manipulated or exploited. But during this time, I started to realise that we had a lot of managers rather than leaders in our industry, and it started to frustrate me. So as managers, they thought they held the power, that they were wiser and smarter, and so could tell other people what to do. It gave these people no voice and no pride in what they did, and therefore they felt disengaged and only did what was expected of them, and leaving when a better opportunity came along. So I started to research leadership and recognise how much it had changed over the years. Because in the 80s and the 90s, we led by muscle. We saw a rise in selfishness and it was about money and not lives, and we put profit before people. And if it meant laying off people to make more profit, that's what we did. Then we moved on to leading with the head, creating systems and standards that all must adhere to provide great customer service, reach targets and raise productivity. But now we know that leading with kindness produces the best results. And Brené Brown calls it dare to lead. Simon Sinek calls it put your people first. And Eric Mosley and Derek Irving call it making work human. And so many more lead in this way, and the results speak for themselves. Now, at the beginning of this video, I said I would share with you 3 things that you need to do right now if you want to be a great leader. And that's if you're not doing them already. So my number 1 tip is to lead with empathy and kindness. Then your people feel valued and understood. It builds trust, open communication, mutual respect, and employees feel supported, and it creates a sense of belonging and engagement. My tip number 2 is recognize and celebrate good work. It boosts self-worth. You know yourself. If someone praises you or your work, You don't half feel better about it. It increases your confidence, it encourages high standards, and it reinforces good behaviour, and people stick around when they know that their work is appreciated. My tip number 3 is to encourage people to be the best they can be. Inspire people to set goals and develop their skills through training. Knowing you believe in them and you want them to grow helps them to exceed their own expectations and delight in meeting yours. If you do these three things starting right now, you will go on to create a great salon environment, whether that's self-employed model or an employed model, meaning ensure everyone wants to work for you and no one wants to leave. It takes a strong and thoughtful person to lead in this way. And instead of trying to get the best from their employees, they inspire employees to give their best. The emotional health and wealth and happiness of your individual team members is paramount. It leads them to put their best efforts in to loyalty and to engagement, resulting in bigger growth for the salon. As leaders, we need to understand that the way we lead impacts on the way people live. It affects how they behave at home, and it affects the lives of their partners and their children. We can have such an impact on so many lives, so we must get our behaviour right. The data shows that people are motivated to achieve their highest potential when they feel purpose, meaning and gratitude. Their performance will be your salon's greatest source of stability and survival. And as leaders, we should want our team to wake up every day feeling inspired and end each day feeling fulfilled. In my next video, I'm going to give you 7 key reasons why you must do regular check-ins with the individuals on your team. It honestly is a game changer and you don't want to miss it. If you found this video helpful, please click the thumbs up and the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Take care of yourself and, more importantly, those you work with.